Well, today we're obviously talking about cooking in the backcountry, how I do it and how you can too. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome to another video. My name is Jeremy and this channel is all about outdoor adventure. I'm talking backpacking, hiking, hunting, and everything in between. If you're into any of those things, please consider subscribing and clicking that bell so you don't miss a thing. So in a recent video, I went over my thoughts on how to build a cook kit for beginners and experienced backpackers alike. If you haven't already seen that video, feel free to watch it and give a great overview of why I made the decisions and the exact gear that I've used. And then you can come back here. So today, I want to talk about how I would use that kit and how I plan on using that kit in the backcountry. So as you can see, I've been eating some dehydrated food. And for me, I've been backpacking since I've been 13. I've gone the route of backcountry gourmet, and it's difficult. These days, I prefer dehydrated meals to practically anything else for a variety of reasons. First, ease of use. They're just dead simple. You just add the required amount of water, you let it sit, and then you enjoy a hot meal. You can't get easier than that. It really takes all the thinking and prep work out of it. When I'm out in the backcountry, I might want to go a little bit further, maybe a little bit faster. Usually not faster. I'm kind of a slow hiker, I'll be real honest with you. But when I get to camp, I don't want to spend a lot of time on meal prep. I want to spend time doing the meaningful things of enjoying the scenery and just enjoying my time in the outdoors. And for me, the limited prep of dehydrated meals just gives me more time to do the things that I want to do out in the backcountry. In my opinion, these things taste great. These days, there's so many different brands out there. You're not limited to Mountain House, but I've not had a Mountain House that I haven't been willing to eat. So I can definitely recommend that brand, but feel free to find a brand that works for you and your taste buds. And if the old adage that time is money is true, these meals are not any more expensive than any other meal type out there. Even if you were preparing meals, for the weight and the time saved in preparation at home and on the trail, you're going to be hard pressed to find a more affordable meal option than off-the-shelf dehydrated meals. Well, what about meal planning? Meal planning can probably be a video in and of itself, and I promise as I gear up for a 3-day winter trip, I'll try to dive into more of my exact meal planning or trip specific meal planning. But basically, I'll only eat a hot meal in the evening. So I'll have a cold breakfast and a cold lunch. That would consist of bars. I prefer Cliff bars, different types of protein bars. If it's hot out, I try to stay away from chocolate that melts really easy, or just foods in general that melt really easy. But if I'm being honest, I'm a big fan of Snickers in the backcountry. My general meal kit, if you will, is going to consist of Cliff bars and different types of protein bars for breakfast and lunch and throughout the day, supplementing that with Snickers on occasion as snacks and trail mix. I love trail mix. Who doesn't love trail mix? The type of trail mix that I generally like almonds in my trail mix, M&Ms, cranberries, and raisins. Sometimes I'll get it pre-made, sometimes I'll just mix it myself. I'll have that in a baggie that's easy to get to that I can munch on as I'm walking throughout the day. Another thing that I'll always have close at hand, I'm a sucker for lifesavers. I love to have lifesavers as I'm hiking. It just makes me happy. I don't know why. But it's nice to have that little sugar hit as you're feeling just a little bit depleted. Allows me to go a little bit further, and it makes my hike that much more enjoyable. Maybe give it a try. Kind of curious, what's your on-trail candy or on-trail favorite snack that you wouldn't hike without? Leave a comment below. I'm definitely looking forward to learning what you like to snack on out on the trail. Now, there are exceptions to every rule, and just because I generally prefer to go cold breakfast and lunch doesn't mean that I always do. I also really enjoy, from time to time, a hot breakfast. And for me, I really like, it's probably because I have a sweet tooth. I'm kind of learning that about myself now, right? I like a brown sugar and cinnamon oatmeal. This is actually a brown sugar and maple multi-grain cereal that's very delicious. But This package serves 4. And for me, obviously, I'm not going to eat this whole thing for breakfast. And sometimes that goes true with mountain houses too. Sometimes you'll get a mountain house that is just a little too big, and they're kind of weird too, right? They're just that kind of wedge shaped. And sometimes that sits in your pack weird. So what I like to do is break those down into a plastic bag. So this is just a quart-sized Ziploc freezer bag. These work great because once the food is inside, you zip it shut and you can actually pour boiling water in this, and it works just as well as the Mountain House packaging, except it's lighter and it's just less trash to pack out. So to show you that I'm not making this up, what I do is just tear it open at home. And I dump the Mountain House inside. That way you can take the moisture absorber out and toss it away at home. You don't have to have this on the trail worrying about dropping it or whatnot. And then what I do is squeeze all the air out of it as much as I can, seal it up, and you can see that that lays a lot more flat. So that's a lot more packable in your pack. Take a look at your directions. So this is chicken teriyaki with rice. I'm gonna take a Sharpie and write that on the Ziploc. And I'm also going to write how much water. This says carefully add 2 cups, 16 ounces boiling water. And that way I know how to prepare this out on the trail. The other nice thing with that, I also, if I wanted to, can divide this up into another small bag and just divide that whole Mountain House. Now these are going to last for probably a couple of weeks just like this. I would do this the day or two before a trip. So if I'm going on a 3-day trip, the night before, I'm gonna get all my food together and I'm gonna repackage all of my food just like this. That way I can have the exact amount of food for the meal that I need. So if I need a smaller hot breakfast, like the brown sugar and maple multigrain cereal, I can start dividing that up into Ziplocs, and I know that I can cook out of these, and it's just that much smaller in my pack. Now, something very important to remember when you're cooking in the backcountry, you're going to have trash. You want to pack that out. Please, please, please do not leave your trash in the backcountry. Just bring a gallon-sized Ziploc bag, write trash in several different places so you know what it is and anyone that you're hiking with knows what it is, and you just keep this in your food bag or your bear container or wherever you're storing your food on your particular hike. Always carry a little trash bag so that you can pack out what you pack in. Leave no trace. So that about wraps it up for this video. If you found it helpful and or encouraging, please share it with a friend, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos like this, please remember to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss a thing. And until next time, Psalms 34:4.